everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be trying out for the first time the Milani brow pomades. And I'm really excited about this because I recently, like in the last month or two, really figured out how to use brow pomades because I love how other people's brows look when they use pomades, but every time I tried, my brows looked crazy. They were too dark. It's so easy to just build and build and build and have like these huge brows. And I didn't understand how people could love pomade so much and how so many people were able to do such beautiful eyebrow work using pomades when I never could figure it out. So it really took me a while of sitting down and just really playing with them, and I finally figured it out. And I know the tricks that work for me, and I love how my brows look when I'm using a pomade. And I did learn by using the ABH pomade, and I have the color Auburn. And I really love it, but I want to find more affordable pomades out there because this one is a little bit expensive. You know, it is from Sephora, it's ABH, she is the queen of brows and I love her stuff. However, I am always looking for drugstore alternatives. So I picked up the Milani brow pomade, and I picked up the color for brunette because I love Milani products. They're so affordable. They're at every CVS now. They have really great stuff, and I wanted to try this one out. I've also heard a lot of good reviews about it, so let's go ahead and see what it's like. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. I have not opened it, I have not played with it at all, and I have been dying. So you do get the pomade and you get a brush as well. Like I said, I have the color number 4 brunette. Just to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to use this brow brush because, like I said, I've just learned how to use pomades, and so I want to use a brush that I know is good and that I can work with. But this brush actually doesn't look bad at all. It's got a spoolie on one end. Oh, this brush feels great. Actually, I'm going to have to try this out another time off camera. It's nice and densely packed. It's angled, it's short. This might actually be a really great brush, but I don't want to use it and end up messing up my brows because I'm using a brush that I don't know how to use. So I will be trying that out. But for today, I am going to use the ABH brush number 12. And it looks like this. This one is a brand new one. You do get a spoolie on one end and of course the brush on the other. Now something a lot of people, well, I don't know, I certainly didn't know. When I went to pick up a new one of these, there's actually 2 eyebrow brushes from ABH. One is number 14 and one is number 12. And I ended up buying number 14 and I was using it and I kept thinking, like, why is this not the same? Why doesn't it work the way that it used to work for me, like my old one? And it's because there's 2 different brushes. So I prefer the number 12. I'm so excited. Okay, so you get a good amount in here. Pomades last you a very long time. So just because like the jar might look small, you're never going to go through this whole thing. It takes forever. So the first thing I always do is brush through my brows. I like to do my brows first if I'm using a pomade because I generally will clean it up with concealer and then go in with everything else on my face. And if I do a pomade last, I can't clean them up as much as I want to. So pomade brows go on first, pencil brows go on after foundation for me. I just find it easier. I also work in the cap, so you want to have the cap close by. If you can hear any like baby noise, like baby music or random noises, it's because my little guy is in the other room watching his cartoons. And he's 9 months old and he's having fun in there. So if you can hear him at all, I'm sorry. Sometimes he likes to scream. So I go ahead and put the brush directly in the brow pomade. And I like to coat enough so that I have, that was too much. So that I have product on both sides and the very top of the brow of the brush. And then I wipe a lot of it off in here because this is what's going to make sure the product is distributed throughout the brush, that there's no like spots that have too much product rather than other spots, you know. And then once I'm ready to go, I start on the bottom right here and I'm just gonna start making hair-like strokes. Underneath, I generally will do like a longer line. I don't care so much if they're hair-like or not. I really like this so far. I'm just gonna say it. Whenever I feel like I need more product, I go back into whatever is left in the cap. Again, I start on the bottom, filling that in and creating this, the wing end right there. Go and do this bottom part. Because I know that anytime I use brow pomade, I'm going to go in and use concealer to clean this up. I don't care if it's a little bit sloppy. Nothing about this is going to be perfect right now. After the bottom part, I do the top. Nice. It's a little sheer for me. It's also a little bit deceiving because once it's on, it's very cool toned. But in here, it looks super warm toned, and I got brunette, which you would think is warm toned. But it's actually pretty cool toned once you're using it, so keep that in mind. I'm also finding that I have to use a lot more products than I normally do in order for the color to show up, which is not that big of a deal to me because this product is so much more affordable, you know? Oh, I really like it though. My brows look good. Always go back and use the spoolie to clean them up a little bit as you're going. This distributes the product so that if you ever have like too much product in one spot, you're like brushing it through and making sure it looks nice and natural. But I do like to have pretty defined arches, so that's important to me. Something else to keep in mind, if it's not looking quite as natural as you want it, always go through your brows at the end with some kind of brow gel. A lot of people will also use like the soap brows, which I haven't tried yet, and honestly I kind of want to just to see what it's like. So I'll probably do a video on that and see like what the deal is. But I use just a clear brow gel. And there's actually a lot out there. My favorite right now, honestly, is from Milani, and I don't know what the deal is. It's no longer sold at CVS, so I don't know if their brow gels are like discontinued or if they're only online. But I need it back because I really like that one. It's amazing. Alright, so that is one brow done. As you can see, it actually looks really, really good. Like I said, the color is a little more cool toned than I would prefer, but it went on very well. It's a little more sheer than I would like. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal to me because it is so much more affordable. I think I just need to try out a couple more colors and see if maybe I can find one that is more warm toned. For some reason on camera, this eyebrow right here always looks bald. And I swear there's product on there. Like if you were to meet me in person, my brows look really good. But on camera, it just like, it doesn't want to show product right there. But I swear it's there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other brow now and see what the deal is. Alright guys, so these are my brows fully on. They are all cleaned up with concealer. Go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what these brows look like with my normal full face on. I'll be back. Alright guys, so my thoughts all in all is that this product is really nice. I really did like it. I struggled the tiniest little bit when it came to the fact that I found it a little bit drying. Like the product had dried on my brush when it came time to do my second brow, but that's not that big of a deal. I would just recommend wiping off your brush and starting with a clean, fresh brush with fresh product on it in between brows, and you won't have that problem. You might have to go over some spots a couple times. As you can see, it's actually a little bit patchy right here. I really like how my brows look, and I will continue using this product and updating you about it in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!